Today I am going to tell you about the GeoJSON data of MongoDB. For this I have created one new database, Awesome Places. And in this database I want to add some nice places, essentially locations which I can then query. We will also do these places right from so you can understand how geospatial data needs to be stored so that you can work with it in the visual documents. We will find an article about GeoJSON, how it's structured and which kind of GeoJSON objects MongoDB supports. Because GeoJSON is not a standard invented by MongoDB, it is actually available outside of MongoDB too. And there you have more objects available that are supported by MongoDB. But MongoDB supports all major important objects like points, lines, polygons, as well as some special advanced objects. Now this article is definitely worth checking out, but the most important thing here is that you understand how a GeoJSON object is created. To create this, I choose the San Francisco area on the Google map. Of course, you can open up Google Maps and work with different locations. I will use Google Maps to pick some locations so that we also can see something on the map and kind of validate whether our queries work correctly. Now let's work with the Golden Gate Park and let's start by adding one simple location in our database. Let's say we are going to pick some awesome places. Here like the California Academy of Sciences. Now in Google Maps, if you check on a place, you can easily access the coordinates of that places from inside the URL. You will find them here. Now the important thing is that first coordinate until the first comma is the latitude and the second one is the longitude, and you will need to remember that to store it correctly in MongoDB. Coordinates are always expressed as latitude and longitudes. Longitudes and latitudes pairs because the longitude essentially describes a position on a vertical axis and longitude is the horizontal axis. And with that coordinate system we can map any point on our earth. So let's work with the data and let's add this as an awesome place to our collection. So here I will add a new place collection and I will insert a new place. Now you just insert a normal document. This doesn't change and I will give it a name of California Academy of Sciences because that is the name of we see here. And then I want to add the coordinates in GeoJSON format. Now there is nothing special about GeoJSON. You can add any keys you want with the name you want. I will name it location. But you could name it totally different, that doesn't matter. What matters is the structure of this value. The value should be embedded document, and in that embedded document you will need two pieces of information. And these two pieces of information are also mentioned in the official documents. You will need to define the type and you will need to define the coordinates. The coordinates are then an array where the first value, and now this is really important, where the first value has to be the longitude and the second value is the latitude. So let's add a point exactly in the way we can see it here. Let's go back and grab here longitude first, copy that, and then here I will first add a type, and type here is point because I added a single point, and then I add my coordinates, and now these key names here are not up to you. This one has to be named type and it has to be one of the supported types like point, and this one has to be named coordinates, and it has to be an array where the first value is now our longitude and the second value is the latitude. So let's grab that. With this I added this place, and therefore if I now simply find one, the only place I added thus far, this is now my GeoJSON object. Now by using this object we will check how we can query the GeoJSON data. In my next tutorial I will explain that. Thank you.